This next story comes from Rory, who says, one night as I was coming home from theater rehearsal around 10 p.m., I decided that I was going to take the back roads home to make the drive quicker since I was tired. My college is in a pretty rural area, so the town is pretty much dead past 9 p.m. because nothing is open. I stopped at the singular red light in the whole town. No one was around. Suddenly, I turned around and saw a man walking towards my car with his arm outstretched. Before I knew it, this guy was aggressively trying to open my passenger side door. Thank the gods I had my doors locked because it's better to be safe than sorry. After I pulled away from the red light, I continued onto the back roads, shaken up but undeterred. I was only about halfway home when I passed under the only street light that is on that stretch of road. Yet another man emerged from the dense tree line and began waving at me, beckoning me to come closer. Obviously, I swerved around him. When I looked in my rearview mirror, I saw that he was still waving in an attempt to get me to turn around. Then he walked back into the trees where I could no longer see him. This is crazy because no houses are in that area. The trees are thick and the land is pretty much uninhabitable because of the vegetation. In all of my months of driving that same route, I never saw as much as another vehicle. To this day, I refuse to drive that way home because I'm scared I'll see him again. Now, as for story 2, this one to me sounds a little more paranormal. Once, I was driving home with my friend around 3 a.m. after a long night of hair dyeing and mischief. She was driving and I was curled up in the passenger seat. We were doing our usual post-hangout debriefing when a giant man-looking creature appeared on the side of the road. The road is in a residential area, so my first thought was it's just a guy. The closer we got, we realized there was no way this thing could be human. It was massive and had a head where the center of the chest should have been. This thing was giant, at least 7+ feet tall. My friend and I tried our best to rationalize what it could have been, but to this day we are both terrified of seeing it again and have no clue what it was. Possible flesh pedestrian? I don't know. In most situations, and I agree with her here, I think humans are much scarier than anything paranormal or supernatural, but they're both pretty scary. These encounters both shook me up to my core and keep me up at night. I don't even know what I would do with myself if someone just started trying to open my car door. Like, that sounds like a total nightmare. And again, thank God the doors were locked. It's also weird though that happened. Like, this guy tried to get into her car and then it just so happened on her route home, she saw another random guy in the tree line. Like, was this a coordinated thing? Were they in on this together? Now, as for the giant man-looking creature, remember that one video, we talked about it recently, where it was a 911 call of a guy seeing something and he starts screaming, "That's not human, that's not human," into the phone? That's almost the vibe that I was getting from this.